This is the Pixel 9a, and today we're talking all about the cameras. Google's budget phones are known for being very good in this department, but is that still true in 2025? I've been testing it for days now. Photos, videos, portraits, low light. Here's everything you really need to know before buying this phone. Oh, and make sure you stay till the very end because there are some cool things you can do with this phone after you've taken the photos. Alright, let's get the camera specs out of the way first. You've got a 48 megapixel main sensor with an f1.7 aperture, and yes, it does have optical image stabilization. Now, there's also a 13 megapixel ultra-wide camera with a 120 degree field of view. On the front, you get another 13 megapixel selfie cam, which actually has a pretty wide 96 degree field of view, perfect for those group selfies. And while there's no telephoto lens, you still get super res zoom up to 8x, which uses AI to clean up the digital zoom. In good lighting, this thing slaps. Detail from the main sensor is excellent, way better than you'd expect from a phone at $499. Dynamic range is one of its biggest strengths. It handles harsh sunlight, shadows, and reflections without blowing anything out, while also not crushing the shadows. Colors are punchy, but not oversaturated like some of the flagship phones out there. Skin tones look really natural, especially in shaded or mixed lighting. It's classic pixel image tuning, and that's a very good thing. I think many of you guys will find the main camera to be fantastic. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Now, when it comes to portrait mode, I am a little bit disappointed. Like in this shot here, my shoulder is perfectly in focus, however my entire arm is out of focus despite them both being on the same plane. And if we take a look between my gorilla legs, we can see that the edge detection has completely missed the fence as well as the area around my left shoulder. Another example is in this photo here using the selfie camera. Edge detection has messed up the area around my hat as well as the area beside my ear. Google used to be amazing with portrait mode, so I'm not really sure what happened this time around. The ultra-wide camera, despite it being 13 megapixels, is actually not bad. Now, don't expect crazy detail from that 13 megapixel sensor, but when it comes to things like the colors and HDR, I think it's punching way above its price class. It's not bad, it gets the job done, and again, for $499, it's tough to beat. This 13 megapixel sensor has a really nice 120 degree field of view, and it's great for landscapes or big group shots. And what I like is that even though it's super wide, the phone does a great job at processing out the distortions. But the quality does drop a little bit in lower light. You start to see some softness and noise, especially at the edges. Basically, great in daylight, okay at night, kind of like most ultra-wide cameras out there. The Pixel 9a doesn't have a telephoto lens, but it does do a 2x lossless zoom, which looks pretty good. It's just, cropping into the main sensor. And the phone does go up to 8 times super res zoom, as Google calls it, and it doesn't look particularly great. Images look soft with not a lot of detail, but considering that this is just digital zoom, I can't say it's completely bad. It's just not something you'd use every day. The selfie camera on this phone is 13 megapixels and it has a 96 degree field of view, which is actually super wide. I mean, it's wide enough to get a lot of the landscape into frame as well as your group photos. Google has been working on skin tones and it's really showing here. I have zero complaints. For video, you get up to 4K 60 on the rear camera and 4K 30 on the front and ultra-wide. So yes, that means if you're recording in 4K 60, you will not be able to use the ultra-wide camera, which is unfortunate. Stabilization is great whether you're walking or just panning slowly. The footage stays smooth, audio is solid, and the color science looks very close to what you would find in the photos. Night video, it's okay, not amazing, but better than most phones under $600. You're not getting cinematic quality, but for TikTok, Instagram, or your casual content, it's gonna be way more than enough. Speaking of Instagram, this is the quality that Instagram stories will give you if you record directly from the app. I've been using the Pixel 9a for a few days now. I'm actually recording the Instagram story directly from the Pixel 9a. It looks really good, honestly, for an Android phone.
On Instagram?
I actually think the Instagram quality coming out of this phone is actually really good. It's basically on par with iPhone, which is saying a lot. Now, the cool thing with this phone is that even though it's a budget phone, it still has AI to help your photos. So let's say you took this photo here and you maybe want the background to be a sunset. So all you have to do is just tap on edit and then tap on this colorful icon here. Once you do that, circle the area you want to edit and then tap on reimagine. Type sunset and then let the phone go to work. After a few seconds, boom, your photo now has a pretty realistic sunset. Or maybe you took this photo and you want to remove these people. Again, follow the same steps, but this time press erase and it'll look like they were never even there. You just deleted a family out of existence. Hey, good for you. That's what I like about Pixel phones. They're fun, they work great, and the camera is, well, you tell me. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, you found it entertaining, definitely click that like button. It's free for you, but it helps me and the channel out a lot, and I always truly appreciate it. And hey, if you're new here and you like no BS tech videos, definitely subscribe. And as always, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.